Not long now, chat, and we will have the stream ready.
Hey, everybody out there in TV land, and welcome in for a terrific Thursday full of Marvel snap and maybe a little bit of spilled tea. Mark's gonna see you in. Mark's got first, you know it. If you're not first, you're last. Fly Mighty B can see you in. Congratulations on Omega. Marks, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it to big O. Not quite first, but yo, good to see you in chat. Ram, throwing the tea down on the table. We'll see. Rocket Launcher, welcome in. How are you guys doing? How are we doing tonight? Oh my goodness. Why are you not working? We're just gonna be stuck
in this voice, maybe. No, there we go. Alves, hello. Good to see you in. Welcome in, guys. Hitting up the Hearts VIP command. Brown Paladin, hello. Welcome in. How you guys doing this terrific Thursday? I hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's having a wonderful week. We've only got one more day, chat. One more day, and then we get to the weekend. Or at least we get to my weekend, which is a weekend shared by most of society. Fly Mighty B, looking for a 6. All right. Let me get that pulled up real quick. How am I going to do this? Alrighty, this should be ready. I think if we go to this scene, all right, Fly Mighty B, here is your virtual dice over here. It's a little big, I understand, but it'll be okay. You're looking for a 6, so let's go ahead and roll it. Wait. Where'd it go? Oof. A 1, Fly Mighty B, a 1. No VIP today, but thanks for playing along. Save up those channel points. It's a 1 in 12. Yeah, nat 1. It is a D12 though, so nat 1s do hurt, but not a critical miss, just minimum damage. But hey, maybe there will be a 6 in there next time. Chat. Let's talk a little bit about Dera getting banned for playing the Infinite King combo. All right. I wasn't quite sure how it'd play out because it's several different shades of green and like down here it's yellow. But I dig it. I picked this up, Fly Mighty B. I picked this up from the Nintendo store when I was up there at the New York City for Creators Clash. So it's a good shirt. And it's comfortable, feels good, breathes well. But yeah, chat. I want to talk a little bit about the Dera video that he posted, the Infinite King combo, and his quote unquote ban. So it's clickbait. It's clickbait, guys. Dera didn't get banned. He never once actually experienced the ban. He got kicked from the game and then could immediately get back in. Not to that game, but to Marvel Snap. But we'll get more into that. We'll look at his video together. Um, I do want to set a stage here first off, and that's my thoughts on Dara in general. I met him at Creators Clash, and he is an amazing guy. He's absolutely hey only. Good to see you in chat. Yeah. He wasn't actually banned, all Bez. We'll take a look at it. I think it's actually Dara's a freaking fantastic dude. I got to meet him at Creators Clash. He's super hospitable. He's super intelligent, and he's just incredibly friendly. Absolutely cannot express enough how cool I think Dara is, and how nice he is. Like, it's not just an act for a stream, real life, in person. He's a really swell guy. Now, he has put out a video. The title of the video is "The Infinite King Loop Got Me Banned." And it's to start a conversation, I feel, about the Infinite King Loop, and to highlight it, and to show why it's bad. And the title is a little clickbait, because he was not actually banned. So we'll take a look at it, right, chat? That's what we're going to do today. We're going to watch the video. I got it queued up here. I've got a handful of tabs actually queued up as well at certain time spots of where I want to talk about it, and we'll do a reaction video against this wonderful human being. Eddie, good to see you in chat. Hello, terrific Thursday. Gooey Kablooey showing up. Captain Wiggin, what up? Hey guys, welcome in. Hope you're doing wonderful. But yeah. Let's get into this, right? So let me pause Shark Fighter. Back this up a little bit. All right. So start of the video, right? Before we even go anywhere else in the video, I'm going to go ahead and do this a little bit. All right. And then the last one. Oh, no, wait. Maybe that's not the last one. No, this should be the last one. Nope, that's the wrong keyed up one. This is the one. Yo, Beezus, good to see you in chat. Oh, we can't hear the vid? Uh-oh. Why can we not hear the vid? Uh-oh, Ram. Guys, we can't hear the YouTube? It's supposed to be going out to chat. It's definitely supposed to. It's just really low. Okay, I can fix that. Let me fix that up. Because the whole point today is to react to the video, right? So we got to be able to hear it, for sure. I don't want those properties. I want these. Look at these filters. Hello, filter. Let's just boost you up a little bit here. All right, let's see if this works a little bit better. Unpinned Galactus to try Thanos instead. I'm a fan of it. Still a little low. I can boost it here, I guess. Still a little low. All right, one moment, chat. I'm gonna do that. Actually, why would I do that when I could do something slightly different that has the same effect? All right. Well, I think that's as loud as it can get. Yeah, I'll take a look. I've got it captured separately, FlyByDB. I think I've got it up as high as I can. Appreciate you guys kind of getting into it. So I'll try to highlight it a little bit. All right, and then it was this one. I got queued up. All right, right? So very start of the video, Dara comes out, right? So I got banned. So as you can see, I got banned. My account was removed from the game. Thank you, Gooey. I'm a fan. We didn't get our account fully banned. It was just kicked from that game. All right, so the first topic is clickbait. And I've actually made a command for this 100% because I feel this is true. It's just the nature of the way things are. All right, this has been true back way well into newspaper times. It happens on televisions. Oh, after the break, the craziest thing that happened at a school. You know, all these kind of things. This is how you grab people's attention. You start a conversation and a discussion. And I actually really like the way that Dera very clearly gets rid of the clickbait, right? He clarifies it. Now, it takes him a bit here, but this is actually, I think, good showmanship cadence as well. I do wish that maybe it was a little bit more than 7 minutes and 45 seconds into the 13-minute video. But you'll also notice in the description, right? The Kang Infinite combo got me kicked from the game. Clickbait, clarification. So it's really difficult to get through that. So as far as the clickbait concern goes, you know, I feel like that's the game of YouTube, that's the game of Twitch, that's the game of pulling people in immediately. And Dera does the responsible thing and clears it up very clearly at the end, right? Listen to that one more time there. Right, so he's very clear about it. Even the second time, he does say, you know, kicked from the game. He clarifies it, but he lets it slide underneath because he still wants to make a discussion. He still wants to get some points across, and he doesn't want to lose your attention yet. So that's the first reaction I have off the video right off the bat, right? He opens it up, all smiles, right? If it was a ban, I think you're right, Gary. There would have been, you know, maybe he wouldn't have been so smiley about it, but yeah, it's 7 minutes into a 13-minute video, right? Like, that's a lot of time to watch a video. And having seen some YouTube analytics for my videos, which, you know, out of the 5 people who watch, hey, love you guys, watching a video, and I've started thinking about it for my viewership, first 5 minutes, right? That's about how much I can go for it. You know, I can watch it just a bit, and then just go ahead and back out of it. That's just the nature of the game. You get kind of what the messaging is. You feel like it's happened, and you want to move on. And that's the reason why clickbait exists, is because, especially, like, again, newspapers of 1943 did clickbait, guys. That's just it's as old as society. But in today's modern age, where information comes to you directly, fast, boom, 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 and it's always just the next bit, right? We're not reading the full articles. There are so many articles out there that all I do is quote the title and move on about it with my day, you know? So part of the reason why I picked up on those 3 instances, right, is that I've watched the video, and I watched it several times because I knew that I wanted to clickbait my own Twitch stream and my own title so that, you know, we'd react to this guy. So right off the bat, to be very clear about this, Dera was not banned, not even temporarily. The error message, which we'll see and we'll look at, does say account doesn't exist, but that's coming from the game instance. His account was kicked out of the game so that he could no longer continue the infinite combo. And I think this is a safety net that was put into the game's engine, and not somebody who was looking out and being like, oh, that Dera guy, I'm gonna make an example out of him. Boop. I think it was a safety net into the system. It is the way of content creation now, Eddie. And this is the best stream on the internet that has a guy in sunglasses, a Twitch hat, and a see-through shirt. Hey, Groot, good to see you in. Yeah, when it's straight up a lie, right? And see, like, this is kind of just straight up a lie, but I do agree with how Dera does clarify it, right? And he clarifies it in the description. But again, who reads a description, right? In today's modern age, I don't have time to read the description. I didn't notice that until I had pulled it up here on the desktop. right? Looking at it on my phone, I never see descriptions. It's not going to happen. But it's not just, this is not just a video where Dera talks about something, but he's got some good content in here. And they spent 45 minutes trying to find this game where he could actually create the combo, which if you guys don't know, the combo is you lay down Cosmo, then it's Iron Fist, then you put Kang onto the Cosmo lane. His on reveal doesn't go off. He scoots over to the left, and then on turn 6 you can Zola the Kang. The Kang goes over, the on reveal happens, and the board resets, which resets to a Kang on the board. And so you can infinitely just play Zola and keep it going. He technically got banned from a match. That's technically true. KM did it for more than 2 hours. I don't know, Alves, so maybe it's not a safety net. Maybe it's only a safety net in ladder, right? Because I didn't watch all of KM's stream, but I know that KM had an experimentation stream, but he did it in battle mode against another player, right? That was very specific. So, or at least one that I did, or that I saw. Harry did it and didn't get it perfectly. Gooey, I kind of agree with that too. On the divine, we'll get to that part about it being a design flaw and whether or not it's against cost. It was battle mode for KM, so maybe that safety net of a game going on too long and kicking a player out, maybe that only exists in ladder, or maybe it's actually tied to Kang in some way. Professor X, good to see you in chat. Hello. Again, he never got banned. Well, from my understanding of watching this YouTube video, I did not go watch the VOD where he did this. But my understanding of this YouTube video that I watched was he never got banned, he got kicked from the game, and then he was able to play again. Right? But also, this is excellent editing. Actually highlighting this combo, like the way he's done it, is really good editing. I like this part of the video, to be honest. I do also really like how it starts off with "don't do this on the screen," right? And Dera goes into a conversation of why like this isn't a fun combo. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do this on ladder, and ultimately you're just hurting yourself. But I have to agree with his displaying of "don't do this," disclaiming this is not something that he's trying to necessarily promote. Could have got kicked due to how long the game went on and not necessarily because of the Kang situation. Yeah, Eddie, that's what I'm thinking. But he does get the person that he played against apparently did come into chat, did subscribe to Dera, and he did win. So it did take 2 cubes from Dera and gave it to the other player. 2 or 1. I'm not 100% sure. Right, so he's explaining the setup of the combo. His account got suspended for a bit because he got an account not found message. Fly Mighty B. We'll get there. I watched this video and he doesn't actually say his account got suspended. He doesn't actually say that. Yeah. Dera's game lasted long because his opponent never hit end turn and just kept going over and over and over again, right? Dera not only got the perfect chance to pull off this combo with the right coordination of draw and cards, he got a opponent who was in on the meme. The opponent saw what was happening and just wanted to keep going for it, right? So yeah, you get the Cosmo, you get the Iron Fist, you get the Kang, and then we're going to Zola the Kang. And it might be a time limit on the server for the game. Yeah, it might be that. 45 minutes is much. Yeah, the account not found, that is the error message that pops up. But I think that's the game instance, right? So I've never made a game in Unity, But my understanding of how this works is there is a game instance working on a server. Both players are connected to that game instance and sending commands to it. The game instance calculates those commands and sends the results back to the players. So that error message came from the game instance, I'm pretty sure. And the game instance said, oh, I can't find your account. It wasn't that like Second Dinner couldn't find his account. Marvel Snap couldn't find that game instance couldn't find his account is my understanding of it. Yeah, and it's definitely a code like stack trace, not a friendly message. Like this is back end, right? But I love the editing here. The constant pushing of the animation, how many times he did it, how he's done his cuts in this part is absolutely amazing. Oh yeah, and my apologies, guys. I don't pay for YouTube, right? He's been in the loop for 14 minutes. Yeah, he says in the video that it was a total of 45 minutes overall. I didn't actually check the stream bit. Okay, so see, failed to join game, error, account does not exist error, and it's all smushed together in caps, and you've got the cannot join game dot with no space, error, colon. This is a back-end error message. This is not a friendly UI. Oh, 45 minutes because he did it multiple times. Okay. So 14 minutes. Good call, Eddie. Good call. That's what he says. He was working on doing it for 45 minutes. All right. So the game, so it's a timer ban, but a King report. I mean, you could potentially, if someone reported him on it. But like, this is an error message, right? People make the joke that Dera forced the guy to sub before giving him the cubes. That's pretty good. So yeah, the game itself, the game instance pushes it off. You know, after 14 minutes of play. My account was removed from the game. Dera's a smart guy, and I'm pretty sure he's in IT. I don't have this confirmed, but just watching his streams, I think he's in IT. Also, we know for a fact, because he's mentioned this before, right? Dera worked on Hearthstone. He was in data entry, I believe. Dera understands how these games are made, and he says it completely right there. I was removed from the game. That is the honest truth on it. But he starts off with, I was banned from the game. My account was removed from the game, right? So a little bit of that clickbait, but that is what had happened. Yeah, he worked for Blizzard on the Hearthstone. Right, so then Dera goes into talking about the combo and whether or not it should be there and whether or not it's an issue. Right, we do have the couple of, the three instances, and then like this is where he looks into the toss. So we'll watch him look into the toss, and then we'll have all the video that we want to react to, and we can continue our discussion of it. I didn't know that, Professor X, but I'd believe it. Right, and so Dera goes on to say, like, I don't agree with that. Yeah, Dera does not agree that he had an unfair advantage to the gameplay. He feels like, that wasn't an unfair advantage. And he backs it up by saying, I lost a bunch of cubes. It's not a good cube deck. And ultimately, like, it's not an unfair advantage. Like, you're pumping, he has that term on his channel, pumping, of giving away cubes. And he's like, that's what this deck does. It's a bad deck with bad plays. It's not an unfair advantage. Now, to that point, this is toss, right? This is terms of service. This is an unfair advantage. Well, that's unfair to who? Who decides what's unfair, right? Xandor. So Dera played to recap a little bit, Dera played in a match on ladder, and he pulled off the Infinite Kang combo, so that he was able to Zola Kang on turn 6, which would reset the board state, which still had Kang on the board and Zola back in hand, and then Zola again. So he constantly Kanged over and over again for 14 minutes straight. The game then kicked him out, and he created a video where he said, I got banned. And then he clarifies in the video that it wasn't a ban, it was just him getting removed from the game. But, clickbait is the way that the world runs. And so the toss here, right, like thinking about whether or not he actually could get banned, or any of us could actually get banned for pulling this off, right? If Second Dinner was to review game files, if Second Dinner was to review videos or Twitch streams, what's the likelihood here based off of the toss? And they do have listed in the toss that using a design flaw, which this is what this feels like. It feels like a design flaw. Like you guys just didn't test it. Brody won, I don't know how to pronounce anybody's names. This is channel mispronunciations and misplaced, but before Kang came out, he was like, you guys test this interaction here? Because this looks like an infinite loop. And then the game came out, and that was the first thing Brody did. He proved that there was an infinite loop, right? So it's a design flaw. It was overlooked. I feel like the evidence points to that. And Dera kind of makes that statement in his bit as well. But to gain an unfair advantage, right? And again, it's in terms of service. So we don't decide what's an unfair advantage. Dera doesn't. It's a terms of service. So ultimately, guys, people can ban you for using their video games. They can put you in Blizzard jail. They can put you in Second Dinner penitentiary, whatever it may be, for whatever reason they want. These terms of services are punished for pointing out flaws in the game. These terms and services are built to give them ultimate control over the environment with loose language. I don't think anybody should be banned for Kang. I said this yesterday on stream, that I feel like it is Second Dinner's problem that Kang exists. And putting a card out there that is able to do a thing, and then telling everybody, please don't do the thing, but if you do the thing, we're going to kick you out of our game, just is not the right response. You can take it off ladder. You can quickly hotfix it and find out a way to design around it. You can sit back and do nothing. But to punish people for playing your game and doing what you put the game capabilities to be done is not cool. I don't agree with that. All right. Yeah, you basically are just losing the entire match with the combo. But they aren't. They absolutely aren't. That is also true, Eddie. They aren't. But, because this is a banned video from where he got removed from the game, and that was the clickbait, that's part of the discussion of this video. And I think that's part of the reason why he chose the clickbait, was because he wanted to bring up the terms of service to discuss it. But it is concerning that they can, because it is in the toss. And that's true. They can. But I think, and I haven't read a lot of TOSs, but I think most games, especially collectible games and gachapon games, likely have this kind of language where they can basically ban anybody for doing anything. If you put together a good terms of service, your language is fuzzy enough that you can use the design flaws of the terms of service to gain an unfair advantage as the company against the player. Yeah, and if they use the flaw to abuse it in a negative way, they probably would ban them in a big way. So yeah, there's that aspect. I don't think anyone's gonna get banned from it. The terms of service kind of list design flaws as a way to get a ban if you abuse it. And I don't really agree with that, but it's a terms of service page. It's kind of like clickbait. This is just the way things are. This is just how software protects itself and gives full immunity to Second Dinner as the developer to create and use their game as they want and control the community within it. So it's just what it is. I don't think anybody's going to get banned. I don't think anybody's going to use this design flaw in a malicious way. I don't think anyone's going to actually try to go out and abuse it very negatively. Also, again, it's not a great deck. Now, if you take cubes from someone by holding them hostage, a penalty should be in order. So thinking on the holding of the hostage, right, FlyMightyB, I absolutely, hey Alves, we'll get to some Marvel Snap later. Thanks for coming by and listening to my rant on this reaction video, using those VIP powers. Let's put some background music on too, now that we're not watching the vid, right? So a couple more thoughts before I play some Marvel Snap myself, and we can continue this conversation and discussion. I do think that doing this on ladder is just disgusting. It's absolutely rude. Like, you just shouldn't. There's no question about it. You just shouldn't do this on ladder. Now, that being said, Dera is a content creator. There is content to try to be had. And I believe that Dera, I didn't watch the stream again, but I get the feeling that Dera was pretty, vocal about this being a bad idea. He was vocal about it in the video that this is a bad idea. You shouldn't do it. So I don't think he was trying to promote it as much as give everyone a chance to experience it without doing it themselves. I just wish it would have been in battle mode, personally. To me, exploit indicates intent and design flaw leaves room for people running into it by accident. I agree, Gooey. I agree. It's written very fuzzy. That gives them a lot of room to make really weird decision. It is kind of hard to run into the King Luke on accident. There might be a way to do it, FlyMightyB, but it's highly unlikely, right? I definitely think he should have done it in battle mode. I think that would have just been a cleaner and better experience. I think he is incredibly lucky that he queued up against somebody who was in on it, right? They were part of the meme. They wanted to keep going. They had a good spirit. I think that was really lucky. I don't know if I'm going to go for any Series 5 card next month, particularly Chrome. Good to see you in chat. But I think that, I don't know, Kitty Pryde really interests me. But I'm actually going after January Series 5s to get the first edition. So. Yeah, if you take cubes from someone using it because they don't have the time and leave, there should be a penalty. And I think, like, the safeguard that they were able to kind of enact after 14 minutes of it, right? After 14 minutes of it, it kind of kicked them out. That's a good thing, because, like, you would only have to, I guess, do the whole stay in. You'd only have to do it for about 15 minutes, but that's too long. That's too long for this game, for Marvel Snap. Now, it's definitely better than the old Hazmat and Wong and Ironheart combos, right? It is much better in regard to being held hostage, because in those decks, win or lose, you had to wait for all those animations to go off. And before they got some fixes in there, right, it was even an issue where you would have those animations go off, you would try to quit the game, you'd come back, and still it would take time to replay or catch up on all the changes. But I think, like, the difference there is, maybe what the major difference there is, that Kang Infinite Loop is a true infinite loop, right? So, like, you are purposely holding your opponent hostage. That's the only purpose of it. The old hostage decks of Hazmat and Ironheart and those guys, I was trying to win the game. It just so happened that the animations take forever, right? I don't think anybody goes into doing the Hazmat combo with necessarily the intent of hostage. And I think people who are doing the Kang combo, there is no other intent, right? Like, whether you are trying to do... Wasn't there an infinite Odin loop at some point? I don't remember that, Gooey. May have been, right? But I don't remember it. But yeah, the Kang, like, whether you're doing it to try to win cubes, whether you're doing it to be malicious, or you're just trying to do it for content, the Kang combo, infinite combo, you are doing it to do the infinite combo. That's the only reason why you're doing it. Your purpose, your motivation behind it may be different, right? Hazmat and the Ironheart and that old shit, you could be going in with malicious intent of holding your opponent hostage with 15 minutes of gameplay animations, but there was another option there where you are just trying to win the game, right? You are just trying to win the game, and it was kind of a good deck. It's Exodia. It was Exodia, you know? There was a reason why it was called Exodia, because it would just win. I just now realized that we have Limbo. I did get this combo off, but, like, we have Limbo. Odin on Bar Sinister was insanely obnoxious. Okay, we got it. Shang-Chi would have ruined us for sure. Now, he also talks a bit about Kang, right? And about, like, if you're the actual usefulness of Kang beyond, like, the infinite combo and what had happened there. Vixer, you got caught in that infinite Odin loop? Oh my goodness. Talking about whether or not Kang's good for, like, cube snapping. Because you could, like, bluff a snap on turn 6 and, you know, play Kang, and if your opponent stayed in, then you get to back out for 1 cube, and they didn't get the 4 cubes. But if they don't stay in, then you just win 1 cube, right? I kind of agree with what, how do I want to do this? I think I want to put this here. Well, then I don't have Wong, right? Is Wong even important? Maybe. We'll just play this here. But I kind of agreed with what a point that Dera made about using Kang as a cube saver. If the opponent retreats, then you were already winning. You had already convinced your opponent that you were going to win. And a big part of... Oh my god, I was supposed to play Mr. Negative there. I got blinded by Wong. A big part of snap, right, is getting the snap earlier in the game to avoid the boomer snap. And so I'm also just now realizing that my deck tracker is completely busted. All right, we're going to try to turn it off and on again. Yeah, I don't think we won this one. Game crashed on you on turn 5. You had priority, played Galactus. You think your opponent playing Kanged and I destroyed it? Only known issue I know for why the game crashes. Yeah, and Kang's got a bunch of bugs. A bunch of them. And that sounds about... That could have been it, Dad Tactical. There are a bunch of bugs around Kang. But yeah, is he actually a good cube saver? I mean, maybe. I think that he definitely can save cubes. And I think it's a pretty interesting, like, little mechanic that has formed around that idea. But to a certain degree, I also can see that if your opponent retreats when you play Kang, they don't know that you played Kang. They just thought you had a better, stronger board and you were going to win. That's why they retreated. So in that aspect, you actually cost yourself cubes by not snapping earlier, right? To be able to get the 2, because they probably would have retreated at that time given the same board state anyway. So that could be a bit. Yo, Coco Ford, good to see you in chat. Chrome's game breaks a lot when playing Galactus. I don't play a lot of Galactus. Sentry is my Achilles heels. I always have game crashes when I play Sentry. But yeah, Kang be crashing a lot of games. Coco 4, what's this? This is an amalgam deck. It is a negative Wong Mystique Surfer Patriot deck. Yo, Matt coming in with the raid. Appreciate you, bud. Welcome in. Guys, if you haven't checked out Matt, he is a fantastic streamer, a great esports caster, and I gotta say, I just really enjoy listening to his stream. You guys go give him a follow. Yeah, this I forgot who. Heck, it was probably Gooey. The last time I said I forgot who, Gooey was like, "That was me. I said it." So it may have been Gooey, but sent me a Forbes article on this deck, and it's a lot of fun. But I don't think it's necessarily good. But it's a lot of fun. Whenever your opponent snaps Yoda, you ask yourself, if I wasn't either player, who would I bet on to win? And that's how I decide if I will stay or not. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. It was super weird. It was kind of insane that they wrote a Marvel Snap article, in my opinion. But it was there. So yeah, I don't know. Dera definitely did not get banned. It was just his game got kicked from the account. Also, I am kind of glad that it kind of ended up that way, if that makes sense, where there is some, it seems to be, yo, appreciate you hanging out, Matt. I'll see you later. Go get them kids. But I'm kind of glad that there is some kind of safety mechanism. It appears to be some kind of safety mechanism on like about a 14-minute timer to keep the game from just going forever. Ran down the wrong pipe. Wow, that was pretty good to break my Mystique. Oh, Patriot wasn't the last card I played. Mr. Negative was. What was I thinking? That was just bad. Just bad. Wow, we got a win. I'll take it. What you really don't get, Rickster, is how they can cover their own butts about design flaws. Yeah, that feels... Reviewing that in the TOS, I mean, it's part of the world we live in. It's definitely, like, super covered up, right? Like, and again, I don't agree with that. I don't. Like, if you put a design flaw into the game, right? Like, bugs, I can understand. Bugs, maybe, like, you don't want people, like, maybe you need to ban people for bugs because maybe the bug is more dangerous, if that makes sense. Like, maybe it could do more harm, but a design flaw, that's really on you. Yeah, it's your fault for using it, even if we made it. Which just doesn't feel good, right? It's after I play a card here, so I'm not going to be able to get that on the other broodlings. If it's part of the game, I can do it. Sure, I can Mr. Negative. So yeah, they haven't really banned anyone, but it did, you know, it did cause a discussion and a look at the TOS. And it's definitely written in there where if you use it to an unfair advantage for whatever it is, they can take care of it. They can take care of you. Pretty sure it's Patriot. We'll snap them back. They're just a table, right? What can they really do? Yeah, everything's still getting figured out. That's true. They are pretty connected and responsive to the community. I'm pretty down. I'm pretty down and A-OK with what Snap pulls off and Second Dinner pulls off. You're a 3, right? You are. So I could do something like this. Is that good? Or is it better to do this? No. It's this. It's definitely this. Now there's another thing that Dera said in his video where it was like, you don't want to have, it was something to the effect of, you don't want to have, hey, King, for the first time, finally showing up. Okay, so cool. I get to see this animation? They got Wolfsbane down? So does Wolfsbane stay? No, you restart the turn. You restart the turn, so Wolfsbane does not stay. Do I have to click this now? He does. Okay, the opponent clicks it.
I am Iron Man.
Okay, well, I'm literally going to do the same thing again. I don't mind. What do? Cosmo me or something? So I guess that was that a morph anyway? It might have been a morph anyway.
I am Iron Man. I am.
I'm sure if you don't click, it would just end up clicking. That was a nice little combo there. So this was an interesting way to use Kang. Apparently, right, when you use Kang, it will do the same RNG, even if you play at a different location. So they RNG'd into my Wolfsbane with Morph, and then knew, okay, it's going to turn into Morph if I don't play Morph, right? Because otherwise that would force the RNG to change. So they decided to play Wolfsbane over on the left lane. That was really cool. Now this is goofy messed up here after that King going on. These cubes are all kinds of goofed. Okay, I'm done playing with that. F-Max. You beat a King player earlier with the exact same play I was using. People just don't want to do math. No, okay, so Eddie, I've heard both. So I guess I should be careful there. I've heard both, that if you move the card, it will change the RNG, but I've heard also that, like, with Jubilee specifically, you could play it in a different lane, it would still pull the same card. The only way to guarantee they need to play the card in the same spot was just a 50-50 chance he got again. Okay. And that might be it. It might also just be a lot of those 50-50s and getting lucky makes it appear like it's the same RNG every time. But yeah, I haven't seen evidence one way or the other. And I think it would be easiest to prove that the RNG does change when you change input, even if your opponent still had the same cards. That would probably be the easier thing to prove. Because once that happens, it's done, right? But to prove that every interaction has the exact same RNG every time, that's essentially unprovable. Harry experimented and proved it. Guy was trapped in the same RNG loop. If you change something, it's different RNG. Okay. So you just need to change something to make it different. We got rocks in our deck. That's kind of cool. This is going to be 4 of these. That's a full spot. Then I could do it again to get another full spot. Every time he played the same card, Zola hit Kang every time. He just didn't play something and Zola hit the Daredevil. Interesting. After like 10 minutes. Okay, interesting. So yeah, that definitely changed RNG. Alright, you guys seem to have definitely experienced more Kang than I have. I want to wonk here. Oh my god, the Cosmo came out. Okay, I'm going to wonk here then. You tested a couple different things with Kang since yesterday. I think Kang looks super fun. Eddie, do you think you'll actually like put Kang into climbing decks for next season? Or do you think Kang is just a really fun card? Because Thanos obviously climbs, but Galactus can still climb as well. But it's different because Kang's not really a build-around card. He's more of a tech card. So, like, is he better tech card than Shang-Chi and Enchantress? Fly Mighty B likes the idea of Kang minimizing losses. It could definitely help you to minimize loss. Chrome thinking he's not going to use it in a season to climb. Kang himself, no, Eddie, definitely going to put him in some decks, but it only depends on the meta next month. Got you. Flappy Glappy. Oh, you were Tables. You were Table from next, from that game. Yeah, GG's, bud. GG's. Here, I got some GG's for you. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Nice to run into you on the ladder. Welcome in, Flappy. I'll go ahead and do this. And it was kind of funny, Flappy, during our match, I think I even said, he's just a table. What can a table do? Pretty good name there. Pretty good table. I am the table. But yeah, I started talking about this and then I got distracted. One of the things that Dera says in his video is like, you don't want to have infinite loops in a card game. And I think to a certain degree that's true, but my understanding, right, Magic can just have infinite loops. So I think like for collectible card games, I think I agree with that sentiment, but I don't know. It just, the Kang infinite loop immediately makes me think of some of the insane stuff that I've heard come out of Magic the Gathering, which is pretty much similar stuff where you can repeat something over and over again. And so, like, at tournaments and stuff, you just say, okay, I'm going to do that 500 times. You wouldn't actually have to do it, but, like, once you prove that it's repeatable, then you just tell the tournament umpire or referee, all right, I do that 500 times. So, I need to figure out which image this is that doesn't seem to work in the pet slideshow and get it fixed. Wow, they snapped me pretty early, I feel. Did they really want to snap me this early? Found Kang fits really well into Electro ramp decks. Okay. Playing Doc Ock left on turn 4 or 5, then Kang on 6 to make a decision on what to do for the final turn or retreat. Okay. I dig it. I like the... I haven't heard anyone have success out of Lockjaw, but I'm still interested in Lockjaw. Yeah, you go like, I do this X times and it does Y. Kang and Leader. Ooh, interesting idea. Had not considered Kang Leader as a combo. So it's this, and this every time, right? Well, maybe not every time. Do we really want to go? Yeah, no, it's this every time. Oh, there's a limbo. This is the second time that a limbo has happened, and I just miss out and didn't realize it. So I guess we get another turn here, which is fine. Yeah, it's very... I think it's an interesting move to, like, try to play against Kang specifically. Because you really have to ask yourself, like, should I change my play? For exactly that reason, right, Eddie? Like, maybe that tells them where you can leader at, or where they need a leader. So if you do the exact same play, they might use that information. So it seems like he's not just fun, he's also potentially viable. Oh, Tank 44 got us. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, GG's. Ooh. Marks, you found a Chibi Patriot? Very nice. Very nice. You have 3 Nokia variants? There's a couple like that, Gooey, for me, where, and I can't think of them off the top of my head, but like I've just never bought a variant, and they just somehow I've collected a bunch of them. Pixel 3099 and the Olympic one, the sports one. Well, they did not like the fact that Morag was there. All right, free win for us. We literally didn't have to play a card. Our opponent lost to a location. Nice, and that gets us a mission done too. Thinking Galactus and Thanos are better cards, but Kang will definitely fit into a lot more varied decks. Okay, very cool. Yeah. Thanos and Big G are actual archetypes. Especially Galactus. Like, you only play a Galactus deck with Galactus. Like, you can play a Lockjaw deck with Thanos, or you can play a Thanos deck with Lockjaw, right? And they still kind of fit different archetypes, but it's still a major component, right? When Thanos himself literally takes up, 7 cards in your deck, granted, it doesn't take up, but 7 of the cards are related to Thanos. Like, it's kind of hard to not have it just be a, whatchamacallit. Kang is pretty swell with Lockjaw. That is where I am most interested to play Kang. Yeah, I don't have Kang. I'm going to let Kang pass. I'm trying to go after the first edition cards because I'm a fool. because I'm a fool. But that is kind of where I think I'd like playing King the most. It's the Pokemon master in my heart, yeah. I mean, I instantly thought of Pokemon trading cards when they announced first edition. I think I'm just trying to win these 2 lanes. Maybe that's a really bad idea. Maybe I should really at least try to contest Space Throne. Is that Dino? Oh, it's Enchantress. Okay. I mean, I still just think, oh, but now we don't have any power on Eternity range. That's very problematic, actually. No, it's not. We still do the same play, I think. Yeah, a ton of them had first edition, but those were the ones that I thought about and remembered for sure. Oh, well, that's very interesting. Got him! Got him! Surfer coming in for the win! What's that arrow gonna do anyway? I'd probably be mad if I was my opponent, having pulled off the Enchantress. Ooh, another Morag. This looks like probably a losing game. Like, we've drawn our entire top end, which is just not good. No Psylocke in this deck to get out negative sooner? No, we have Zabu for that. Totally not Derek. Fits the exact same kind of dealio. But yeah, we're using Zabu for that. That way we can also get a discount on Absorbing Man or Wong, potentially. So yeah, our only ramp is the Zabu. Almost Eddie. Well, yes, so far. What I'm working on right now is the next rotation down. So I do not have Shauna. And I don't have, what's his name? Demon King? Shadow King? Shadow King. I don't have Shadow King. So Shauna's pinned to my shop. And if I want to have all first editions, I have to buy Shadow King. That's so freaking hard to say. Oh my gosh. I probably just shouldn't do it. I really shouldn't do it, chat. If it's that hard to say, I just shouldn't do it. I need to get Wong down, I think. Does the card need the badge if nobody ever sees it? I will see it, Gooey. I will see it. Oh, Flappy Glappy, thank you, friend, for that follow. Getting us one step closer to our mysterious 1,250 follower goal. How do I have enough tokens for all of them? I mean, I bought every token bundle, for sure. And I did also buy the 1-bit. know if it's actually Surfer here, is it? I think it has to be Surfer to a certain degree. Why can... Oh, that's... I'm so used to playing Thanos, I thought the reason why I could move those cards was Bluestone, not Cloak. So, I mean, yeah, I've bought all the token bundles, and I bought the Pro, which got me about 6... I think the Pro bundle got me about 4,000 to 6,000 tokens. I didn't pay that close attention to it, but it was a good chunk. And then keep it up on missions, you know, Eddie. Just gotta clear those missions every day. Good old Blue Egg. Juking Fools since, well, yeah, not that long. Since 2023. Okay, Marks, yes. I was gonna say, I couldn't remember who it was. Yes, Marks, you showed me this deck. It's fun. I like to pull it out every now and then. And I feel like nobody expects it or sees it, you know? I may have tweaked it a little bit. I don't think I have, but I might have. Okay. I got your Galactus, my friend. I'll put it here. You only have Valkyrie, Thanos, and Kang. Nice, nice. So yeah, I've got Sentry. So I think I lucked out. I found Sentry on the collection track, right? So I didn't have to. I think they just saw my Mr. Negative. Like I think they just pulled Mr. Negative. I found Sentry on the collection track, and that helped a lot. I can't remember what other bits came out. Maybe I really did buy the rest of them with tokens. I bought Thanos, I bought Galactus. Pretty sure I bought Valkyrie. I found Bast. I think maybe I found Bast or I bought Bast. Gosh, I can't even remember anymore. But I'm pretty sure I've only found Sentry on the track. Jeff's going to be interesting, but yeah, that's out in April. We've got, let's see, it's Hip Monkey next month is the season pass card, right? Do we already know the other cards that are coming out with Hip Monkey? I'm super excited for April. April, I think it's not just Jeff the Shark, right? But it's all, we're anticipating a lot of animal type variants, or at least that's my understanding. I'm anticipating a lot of animal type variants. You got both of your brothers into Snap Chrome, and they pulled a Series 5 within 5 days of each other? Holy smokes. Neither is collection level 2000 yet. Hey, Chrome, it looks like they got all the luck in the family and you didn't get any, bud. The new steampunk cards for the March event? I don't know if I've looked at them, Eddie. I don't know if I've looked at them. In general, I'm not the biggest fan of the steampunk cards. They're not, I don't know. They're just not that incredible to me. I don't know how to put it. They do not speak to me. Steampunk Destroyer's pretty dope, but he's not in the event. You pulled 2 Dan Hip variants? Those are really good. Oh, and from Season Pass. Nice. I like the Lockjaw Dan Hip a lot. Yeah, a little lucky. Little lucky. They're getting cards. You're getting no one lets me play out my combo. But yeah, they're getting cards. At least you're getting skins, right? Let's see if I can look these up. Marvel Snap March variants. Is that gonna work? Ooh, Prima Games. Do we have a Marvel Snap Zone? Oh, this is the developer update. I actually didn't watch that video. I haven't watched the developer update video yet. I've seen some good things on the internet about it. They're on Snap Zone. I think this is what I just found then. I think. Okay, so it's Nimrod, Kitty Pryde, Negasonic, and Master Mold. Oh! So it's not Hit Monkey next week. Which one's the Season Pass one? Nimrod. And then Kitty, Negasonic, Master Mold. Interesting. The video's really well done. Hit Monkey's in the April Pass. Okay, Hit Monkey's April. Gotcha. Yeah, Captain Wiggin, trying Ronin decks with Master Mold. I'm excited for Master Mold. And Master Mold's art, like his base art, looks pretty good too. Oops. I didn't want that to happen. Trying to maneuver my web. I think I want Patriot here. There it is. Nimrod feels kind of mid, if I'm honest. Yeah, I don't know, Gooey. Nimrod just seems like good for Galactus, right? Dude, Snap Zone. You're going to have to cut down on the ads a little bit. Just a little bit. What am I looking to play here? Honestly, I think it's just Ironheart. Yeah, the doubles he makes keep buffs. Yeah. Yeah, that's my understanding of Nimrod, for sure. Alright, wait a second. I think I finally got this figured out. Google.com. Virtual dice. There it goes. Now it pops up. Shuri him to a 10, then kill him. That's 20 power. Yeah, that would be sick. Nakia as well could help out. And I'm always happy to get new Shuri buffs. I'm not gonna lie. I am a fan of the Shuri buffs. Man, I think there's a chance I can still beat this guy. Some potential in Bro 5. Interesting. Alright. So let's look at some of this a little bit. Alright, so new cards. Nimrod and Kitty Pryde. I'm actually decently excited for Kitty Pryde. I think Kitty Pryde's going to be a really cool card. Oh yeah, we definitely lost this, right? Beyond the shadow of a doubt. I don't know anything about Nimrod.
Iron Man.
And I can't really tell what like Nimrod is based off of just the art. Kind of looks like some kind of energy robot or something. Interesting. And I don't know Kitty Pryde either, but I can kind of get Kitty Pryde's like a mutant that can go through walls. I can see that. It's an energy robot. Ah, I'm so good. Kitty Pryde, Quinjet, Collector, Angela, Stocks. Yeah. A virtually indestructible descendant of the Sentinels. Okay, fits in with Master Mold, who evolved in an alternate future who now hurts mutants everywhere. Every win. That doesn't say everywhere. That says every win. I'm thinking he's a time traveler, too. And then Negasonic, the teenage war hero, which she was in one of the X-Men movies that came out, right? The one that was all, I don't know. And she's also in a Deadpool movie too, right? She's in Deadpool. Okay. Not an X-Men movie. But she is an X-Man. In the video, they showed her as a 3-4, not a 3-2. Ooh. After any card is played here, destroy this card and that card. I like the sound of Negasonic and Nimrod for Null stocks. I really like Null, but like right now, Null's really only doable in what do you call it, guys? What is Null doable in? Galactus. That's why it's Days of Future Past related. Oh, because of the time travel. Okay, I'll snap back. We're not actually here to win, you know? Chat, we're just here to have fun. Master Mold, add 2 Sentinels to your opponent hand. Master Mold seems like he's going to be busted. If it was only 1 Sentinel, it's definitely not good enough. 3 was definitely overkill when we first data mined him. I'm just wondering if 2 is also a little overkill. The Jim Lee Sentinel variant. Master Mold just has a Dan Hip out. I like that Dan Hip Master Mold. I really do. But honestly, this Master Mold in and of itself looks good. And I can imagine all these little Sentinels are going to be animated and running around. And I'm super stoked on that idea. What is this? Negative? Alright, let's see here. Alright, Variant Rush. There's going to be a Variant Rush event. Okay, so the last time there was a Variant Rush, I actually spent a little too much money on trying to get collector reserves. I might let these variants slide. You can delay opening your collector reserves and save credits until the event starts if you want maximum chances of opening these variants. Okay, well, straight up telling us to hoard, so I guess it's confirmed. I'm gonna hoard. Yeah, 2-6 if you considered Ronin. Devil Dyna and Ronin stack's gonna be coming out hot. Yeah, I think so. You're a big fan of the steampunk variants? So that's these guys, right? These are the steampunk variants. This is the Variant Rush. Not Master Mold. So we got Bishop. That's a pretty good looking Bishop. I really like that gun. In a pretty big way, honestly. I think we just lost this. Like, big strong time lost. This Cerebro variant, oh my goodness. This is a little nutty. This is a little bit of nutty. You like the Cerebro one? I'm kind of digging it off the bat. It's very organic. something doesn't click well with me on this Falcon one. It's the background. The plain green cityscape background just feels so off. I don't really like it. That's kind of a cool shocker. I like that yellow jacket. That's a good yellow jacket. That's just Shocker. Just a regular Shocker guy. I don't know much about Shocker, but I mean, he's got some steampunky stuff going on. But I'm guessing, like, Shocker might just get his powers from, not actual powers, from equipment. A member of the Court of Owls. I'm not aware of the Court of Owls, but I can see why you would immediately think that. That looks very owl-y for sure. We're owl exterminators. Alright. So what else is coming out in this next season? A title, steam-powered, fully leather-clad, and the goggles, they do nothing! I like that one. I'm gonna want this one. It's a Batman thing? Oh my god. You're right, it is a Batman thing. It's a group of villains against Batman. I should have known that. I'm gonna have to start taking, like, pop quizzes on comic trivia, just so that I actually know things. Or maybe I should just enjoy comics in general. Like, maybe I should just start reading and watching comics. Asteroid M looks interesting. After you play a 3 or 4 cost card, move it here. Yeah, Asteroid M seems really interesting. I like that kind of idea with it. I don't know. There's some cool stuff I think Asteroid M could check out. Yeah, I need to be more of a dork, Eddie. 100%. What is wrong with me? I feel like I essentially don't have a game plan here. Orchis Forge. After you play a card here, add a Sentinel to your hand. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Holy smoke. Orchis Forge is... I think that's a little insane. Just Sentinels into your hand. It's kind of cool. Krakoa. On turn 6, take over and plays both players' cards for them. Okay, so here's... I actually like Krakoa. I like the chaos of Krakoa. I like the chaos of Ego. It is definitely a painful location. I can see why, like, folks are not gonna like it. I totally understand and got you guys there. What do you throw away? The lowest cost card. Okay. But oh, it's turn 5? Oh, it's turn 5, not turn 6. The image says turn 6, but it's turn 5. Okay. So that's a little bit better. So now I don't disagree with it. I was gonna say if it was turn 6, play the game for you. I would say it should just be turn 6, transform this location to Ego. Would have been like the better way. I would have liked to seen that mechanically. But yeah, taking over, having like an Ego just for turn 5 is very interesting. I think it's cool. And it's gonna be hard, right? Like, yeah, Krakoa could basically be there just to ruin your plans, but also maybe, you know, you have to now play specifically in certain ways so that random cards just on turn 5, or you minimize the number of cards you have in your hand to increase the chances of them being played turn 5. Maybe you start like putting cards down and filling up lanes early so that a card gets played in a specific location on turn 5. I think it's going to be an interesting way to shake up that turn 5 in a same way that like Mindscape is interesting for turn 6. But it's always going to be frustrating when you run into it because it massively changes your game plans every single time you see it. So that's how it felt to the mutants in the Days of Future's Past, just Sentinels everywhere. There's going to be a shit ton of Sentinels next month. I'm down for it. If you play around Krakoa by not letting it stay as Krakoa. And I do like that about it. Like, it's on turn 5, so you've got some time to... You can... you cannot magic it. Basically, every location changer you have except for magic will be able to hit it. So, yeah, bust out some storms. Sentinels everywhere. We could get premium access, so I could turn off the ads to Snap Zone. That's an interesting idea. Oh, that's everything. Okay, that's everything in the season pass information. Okay, so yeah, these variants are cool, guys. So my favorite one's probably Cerebro. It's probably my favorite one. And then the Yellow Jacket. The Yellow Jacket and the Cerebro are about the only two that I care to get, I think. Rocks. Yep. No, 100% Fly Mighty B. There's a lot of strategy there too, right? Instead of trying to change it yourself, see about just having either relying on your opponent to change it or running, at least while it's featured, running some interesting 5-drops like Vision. Like, play Vision. Play Vision wherever you want, Krakoa, because I'll correct that move on turn 6, you know? This is super random, but does everyone here have the Hulk variant Max Grecki? That was the Android login, right? No, it's not. It was the Apple login. Is the Android login? I thought Iron Man was the Android login. And Hulk was the iOS login. Iron Man is Apple? Oh, okay. Then yes, I have Hulk variant. I do not have Iron Man. Or it was for you? Okay. They were definitely separated. Which one was the Iron Man one then? Do I just not have it? I probably just don't have it, which would make sense, because I don't have an iDevice. I think I have Dan Hip Iron Man. That sounds appropriate. Like, it feels like something I would have. Ooh, there's a Bishop next month in a Mr. Sinister bundle? In a bundle with Mr. Sinister. It's a pretty good looking one. This actually might be my favorite Bishop variant. I haven't really... So, like, I don't really like the base that much. The Pixel's okay. Pixel's pretty good. The Pixel's got a good background to it. And I'm not a big fan of this one. He's wearing a green shirt in front of a green screen. That's pretty nifty. This one I kind of like because of the chessboard and the play on it. This is a steampunk one. I hadn't seen this one before. Okay, actually, Dan Hip's my favorite. Dan Hip's my favorite Bishop, but this one definitely comes to a close second. Big time, close second. Jim Lee Bishop is love. You know, I feel you, Gooey, but it's not... I don't know, something about this one just also does not speak to me. I don't know. It just doesn't captivate me. Yeah, Dan Hip Iron Man, it feels bad, right, Chrome? But maybe Dan Hip can do another Iron Man. Yeah, I have the Max Grecki Iron Man. Okay. I have the Grecki Iron Man, but I do have the Grecki Hulk because that was the Android. And I found Pixel Hulk one day. And then this golden baby variant She-Hulk, but it's so hard to tell the gold because it's just in the circle. But really, I'm really hoping to find me the ink split of She-Hulk. Zeit the Monkey, good to see you in chat. You just got 3099 Sabretooth. I like that one. I like that one, but I like that one. No, I don't have the 3099 mistype. I just like it. Got you. I got another gold. Okay, cool. I'm looking for an ink. I don't think I have that Sabretooth. I have the Savage Land Sabretooth. Yeah, this is just a variant, and then there's this one, Savage Land variant by Alex Horley. I like this Sabretooth a lot. I don't know if I have a single 3099 variant. I'm not positive. I might not have one, to be honest. Like, I don't think I have any of the yeared variants, but I like the Alex Horley one a lot, Zeit. It's a lot of fun. I haven't really been too into a lot of the Sabretooths, and I did not really like the Sabretooth that I did have, to be honest, either, but that Alex Horley one looks really good. And I want to say that was in like a season pass, maybe? Or no, I think it was actually a bundle. I think it was a bundle I purchased because it had tokens in it. Because I bought the Dino bundle because I liked the Dino variant. And then I bought the Mystique bundle that just came out because I liked that variant. But that bundle had tokens. So the only non-token bundle I've bought, besides the Pro bundle, I'm pretty sure is that Dino bundle, which was only like $5. So, yeah, it was in a bundle with Kraven and White Tiger. But I'm pretty sure it had tokens in it, right, Gooey? Pretty sure it did. I'm not 100% positive. All right, but chat, I have drank 2 bottles of water, so I need to go get some water, but I also need to go make some water. Yo, my guy, our Hickey, good to see you in chat. So since Hickey just showed up, I'm going to go to a BRB screen and run an ad just in Hickey's honor. No, actually not in your honor, Hickey. I just have to pee really bad. I'm about to burst. So we do run an ad just to try to disable pre-rolls for a little bit. There are some clips to keep you entertained, and I will try to get back as soon as possible, empty. Welcome back, chat. This is your thank you. Thank you so much for sticking with us through our BRB stream. This is the Hive Mind voice modification used to enhance you into collecting first edition cards.
What about a little bit of Marvel Snap? Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Let's get into it. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us through the BRB screen. Where'd Marvel Snap go? That's a little awkward, isn't it, chat? Isn't Marvel Snap supposed to be? Oh, here it is. I found it, chat. I found it. It's right here. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's on the other button. That's all it is. Just hiding behind the other button. Oh my gosh. I had to go really bad. Thank you for sticking with me there. That was abrupt and quick. So yeah, let's just play a little bit more of this deck. If anybody's got any decks that they want to try out or they want to see, I got a lot of cards, but I don't have Kang. We are going after those first edition badges. So right now, Shauna's in my shop, and I'm in a real pickle. Because on one hand, I want to get enough tokens before the next rotation happens in order to collect all of the bits. Yo, Carbon, good to see you in chat, bud. Welcome in. But yeah, I need to get tokens so I can get Shauna, and it's still so hard to say. So I can buy Shadow King in order to get those first edition badges. But it is just kind of, I mean, I guess it is what it is. I also need to hoard tokens for the variant rush. So over the weekend, I'm going to have to think about it. Do I hoard these credits and these collection boxes in order to participate in March's variant rush? Or do I go ahead and back out and not worry about that and go ahead and collect these tokens and try to get these first edition badges, you know? Yo, Crush, good to see you in chat. Welcome in. How you doing? Get the badges, Chrome says. I think I'm going to go for the badges. Keep collecting. I have no patience. I can feel that, Hickey. I don't know. I've never hoarded really hard before for anything to come up. And to be honest, like, the variants don't excite me as much. So I probably am going to spend it and just try to get tokens. The variants are going to be awesome, but you prefer new cards? Yeah, I can feel that, Hickey. I can feel that. I mean, if the March event starts before the next patch, then I can double dip, right? Because the tokens don't share space in the collector drop loot area as variants do. No, I mispronounced Carbon. So it wouldn't necessarily cost tokens. It'd be an opportunity trade-off. So if the variants come out after the card rotation goes down, then I've missed out on collecting those tokens because I hoarded the variants. So it's like costing me the opportunity to get the tokens early enough. So I'm a fan of the White Tiger. I'm a fan of it. But yeah, they won't actually cost tokens. And I think I have a command for drop rates. Yeah, so you guys can see here in the collector's reserves, right? The variant drop rate is just the 10%. And if it's the same way they did variant rush before, it's just if you are to hit a variant, you have a 50% chance of it being out of the variant rush. So the tokens should just stay at their same collection rate, I do believe. That's my hope, at least. Scorpion. Okay. I'm not actually sure this is the correct move. In fact, I should have wonged mid and then brewed right, and then I could have Silver Surfered. That's all right. I'm going to keep going with it, but this was wrong. But we're going to go with the White Tiger play. You know, Hickey said this was an amazing looking White Tiger, and I just got it in my mind that we had to play it this match. So that's why we're doubling up on the Wong and the Patriot life. If you like that Inkify, Hickey, I got another White Tiger I'll show you right after this match that is also Inkified. Come on, opponent. Let me play. There we go. There's the Leech. Okay, well, we're not going the White Tiger route, are we, chat? Yeah, we're not. All right, good for you. Good for you, Leech. Good for you. All right, so let's check out my other Inkify White Tiger. Yeah, Leech can be that way sometime. You've built the dumbest monstrosity of a deck ever. Is it Ghost Shenanigans? Or is it something else there, Carbon? Yeah, right? You've got our attention for sure. White Tiger. Check it out. Inkified Pixel! Yeah, that's right. We got 2 Inkifies for Tiger. One of them's a Pixel. Gotta love those Pixels. Big Pixel enjoyers. It's always Lockjaw. Always Lockjaw. Nice. Ooh, battle right now against Carbon? Let's go. I'm down for that. I'll have to play a different deck. I don't want to take this deck into battle mode, I don't think. I love being infinite. Just being like, nah, I'm not gonna play that one. I'm not gonna play that game. We just retreat. Literally cost us nothing. Ooh. Variant Rush during the March 2023 season. So if it's during the season, I'll probably have chances to double dip before the patch comes out. All right, I got you, Carbon. I got you. All right, you got audios? Then I will call out the code number for you. Or you can ping. I guess you could also just DM me the number if you wanted to. You might have already. All right, what deck are we going to bring against Carbon here? Bum, bum, ba-da, bum, ba-da, bum, ba-da, bum. I think this is the one that I want. I think this is the one that I want. Ooh, Cosmo versus Goose. Let's go, Carbon. All right, so what do we know about this? We know that Carbon said it's a Lockjaw deck and that it is the most dumb monstrosity ever. So we can expect some shenanigans, I feel. But he definitely got our attention here. Let's see if we can figure out what the craziness is of Carbon's deck before he reveals it to us. All right, turn 3 showed up. So let's see here. Is Carbon going to find the Lockjaw on curve? He does. He does find the Lockjaw on curve. Yondu, okay. Getting rid of my Taskmaster. Atuma in a Lockjaw deck. Uh-oh. All right, there's got to be a null in here somewhere, right? right? Because that Atuma is going to kill himself, and then Carbon's just going to put that over onto Lockjaw. Look at that Angel come out to thin his deck, too. I bet he's got Venom in here somewhere, because Venom coming out of Lockjaw could just, like, eat this up and add more power to Null. This is an interesting Null deck, guys. I'm pretty sure that is what we have ran into. Destroyer? Oh my gosh, look at it, chat. Look at it. Next card is Null. The next card is Null, chat, and I think we'll play this out just to see the Null come down. Oh, you won left there, Carbon. Okay, I'm digging this already, though. Like this Lockjaw Destroyer Null combo thing that's going on here. So let's see here. What else? What else might we expect to see in this deck? Like I said, I think Venom's in here. But maybe Venom's not, because Carbon's too scared of losing Null. Yeah, I had to bring the deck list that you helped me create here, Carbon. So Carbon lost his death. We lost our She-Hulk. The only thing we've seen below 3 energy from Carbon's deck is Yondu and Angel. And it might be his only low mana curve cards. Nice. Nice. Did we snipe the Lockjaw lane? We did. We did. I figured it was either on Lemuria or Sokovia, and my thought process was that Lemuria was less favorable to play in because we already had a mystery card. Of course, that mystery card is Ebony Maw, so we're in trouble now. Can't play anything there. Yeah, Atuma can win that by himself, for sure. Now, he still kills off the Atuma in order to get a more powerful Null. There's the Venom. I knew there was a Venom in this deck. I like this Venom card, though, Carbon. Is that gold foil? Alright, so I want them to add artist and variant information to the inspect screen. Please and thank you. Kim Jacinto Null, a very nice variant. Null or Venom? Is this the Kim Jacinto Venom, or are you talking your Null? Yeah, Venom. Okay, cool. That's all right, Carbon. You guys are allowed to mispronounce in chat just as much as I mispronounce on stream. No worries there. Here you go, Captain Wiggin. This is the Kim Jacinta Null variant. Or at least that's what's Kim Jacinto, yeah. It's pretty nice. I like it. I don't know if it's my favorite Null variant. Honestly, I think I like the Dan Hip. I've got the Pixel. I really like this Dan Hip. This one's pretty good too, the Peach Momoko. And whatever this one is, looks really dope. Null's got some pretty good variants, for sure, without a doubt. Beautiful. Wow, Fisk Tower's got to feel really bad for Carbon. Killmonger as well. Interesting. Running a hood in this deck. You're not worried about that -2 for Scroll? It is a non-concern for Carbon. See Carbon building on Fisk Tower. I wonder if Carbon's plan there is to fill it up so I can't arrow it. Obviously, though, also, Hellfire card, hard to play as lower cost cards on. Nowhere is also bad. A lot of, except for maybe Destroyer, but relying on probably a lot of on reveals. We still have one card that we have not seen in Carbon's deck yet. Wonder if we can figure out what it might be. You'll just play these rounds out. You can't beat this list. Yeah, this one seems pretty rough. Right, like the Cosmo counter and the arrows in there, which is pretty strong against this list. I do really like this list idea, though, Carbon. I don't know, I'm a little bit questionable on the hood as an inclusion, but I get it, I understand it. Is the last card Zola? Trying to Zola a Null? I don't know, I don't think there's enough early, like, I don't think you can get destruction early enough to go wave Null Zola. You would need 1, 2, and 3 destructions on those 3 turns. And then you could potentially go for it, but it's really hard to go Zola Null without, like, magic. IMO. Wow, predicting the Lockjaw lane again. Our puppies just going to the park to play with each other. That is really cute. Angel going back into the deck. Venom not getting a trigger. I do love the idea of a destruction Lockjaw deck. I'm wondering, is Bucky good for this? Maybe not, because the only destruction kits are Venom and Killmonger, so it'd only be Venom for Bucky. No, I guess Destroyer as well, right? If you could stop destroying all the cards that I enjoy playing, that would be so cool, Carbon. So cool. Wow, and you wave? Interesting. There's the null. Getting quite a bit of power there. I think Carbon might have us here. I mean, I think, like, it's going to come down to point differential because I don't see a way for Carbon to get into Death's domain. Thing is, Carbon does have Death, but Death, I think, is only discounted twice. Yeah. So Death is still not even playable. Wow, hit my Shang-Chi. Oh yeah, that's a big old null. Carbon's got a second null as well. Yeah, I'm not so sure we're able to beat this at all. Yo, Mugshade, good to see you in chat. Can't find any streamers not playing Shuri or Thanos. So I was playing not Shuri or Thanos earlier, and then Carbon told me he had a really interesting deck, and it scared me. So I went to my Shuri deck. We'll trade off here in a second though, Mugshade. We're doing some friendly battles against Carbon. I am really digging this lockjaw destruction that he's got going on. Ooh, Triskelion. How exciting is that? Lockjaw in negative zone? But then won't everything that gets destroyed there not feed null quite as strong as you're hoping it will? Oh, I forgot Cyclops had an animation. Like, I kind of remembered the laser beam, but like when you pick them first up out of hand, the whole flash is pretty sweet. Just trying to dodge the Cosmo? Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, well, that was a good 0 power for null, right? That's okay, I didn't want to play that card anyway. There's the Destroyer. We've got the advantage of Daredevil. Daredevil Vision. I'm down for it. I really like the background to this card too. I am such a big fan of the background art in cards. Atuma? Atuma? I think I think Carbon's got us again here. There's death. Okay, no, we're able to pull it off with arrow. GG's, Carbon. GG's. I was scared the null would come down. Why did that shoot over twice? That was awkward. Alright, Carbon, I'm going to queue up a different deck. It's up to you if you want to do the same or not. Z3! Z3 and Raiders, welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate the raid.
Maybe.
Man, how are you guys doing? Z19, appreciate the follow, friend. Playing some Marvel Snap, Z. Very nice. Yeah, we got Z-Ray, D-Money. Good to see you in chat. Zeti Muz, we come in peace with the squirrel emoji. I love it. I love it. We're doing great, Z. We're doing really good. We're just goofing around. All right, GG's, Carbon. But yeah, we're just kind of goofing around between the ladder and goofing around on, you know, some battle mode. In fact, if you guys are interested, I'll just throw a battle mode code up. Anybody in chat can grab it. This is the deck that I'm going to use. And it's not complete because I don't know exactly what I wanted to put into it. So I'll figure some of that out real quick. But yeah, we've been doing really great. How'd the stream go, Z? Hope you're doing well. Hope all the Raiders are doing well as well. Beezus, good to see you're back. Welcome back in. Welcome back in. You have to see the pixel deck? Oh yeah, I'll show you that. So last week, me and Hickey did some themed battle modes against each other. And so I put together a pixel deck, and then it had only pixels in it, Z, there for a while, but I wanted to, it looked like it was a fun deck, and I was just missing a few pixels, like the Mystique I was missing, the Zabu, the Mr. Negative, so like I slotted them in to see like if it would be kind of a good deck, as well as the Darkhawk. But yeah, the idea was we were only allowed to bring pixels, so he built a pixel deck and I built a pixel one. And ours was primarily on reveals with Wong and Shuri and White Tiger and Doctor Doom. The null was just because I had a pixel null. We had Atuma in here as well because I have pixel Atuma. So there was one game where I did a really spicy Atuma died, but then I got it back with null. But yeah, so it's not actually pixels anymore, right? And now it's not pixels. We're missing a few. Because I had fun playing the pixel deck, and then I was like, well, what if I made this like a Mr. Negative on reveal deck, and it didn't play that great, to be honest. Yeah, but that's kind of where it's at. Zitimuzu. This, by the way, Raiders, welcome in. This is the channel of mispronunciations and misplays. So if I do mispronounce your name, please feel free to let me know, and I'll do my best to get better at it. So how do I want to play the rest of this? Oh, Cable goes in here, right? And then Queen. We put White Queen in here. And I guess it has to be the pixel.
Hey, are you guys friends? Maybe. Fusscos,
appreciate that redemption, the channel point redemption, and the follow using the choice modification to change me into the air pilot mode as we set off here for a friendly battle chat. Hit it up. This is the battle code. I'll battle anybody right now. If you guys are interested, let's do a battle mode. Anybody who wants to can get in there. Z3, you've been trying to fly your way onto Infinite, make it safe to that wonderful destination where it is 70 and warm. Mugshade coming in, good to see you. So close at 95, just to fall to 93. You got this, Z. We got a couple of days left. I believe in you, 100%. Yeah, full circle, Beezus. Yes, amen. Full circle indeed. Just say scrolls at any time you summon. It works every time. Okay, so if I just say scrolls, Zetimuz just pops up. I love it. I love it. I am down for that. We've got the new Rock like April Fool's bundle coming, but I'm hoping this is our first step on the way to variant tokens. I need pixel squirrels. You know what I mean, guys? I need some pixel squirrels. I really do. Let's see here. Ooh, a Daredevil and a Sunspot. All right, Mugshade, what you got? What are you thinking on here? Oh, I just realized, like, I needed to put some kind... I needed to put Lady Sif in this if I ever wanted to use Helicarrier. Lol. Oh, and I think I was also going to try to fit Nick Fury in here, too, when I was first thinking about building it. But guys, every time I try to make, like, Nick Fury, even to be fun, just doesn't work. Like, maybe if Nick Fury was a 4-cost... Maybe, because then, like, with Quinjet, I could play a 6-on-5 and a 6-on-6, maybe, but I don't know. It's honestly just a little disappointing. Trying to use Nick Fury. Oh, Beezus. Yeah, that'll make you want to uninstall Getting Green Goblin and Bar Sinister every time. So I think it only happened once during global release, right? But every time before, like, there's been 2 hot locations Sundays of Bar Sinister, one in beta and one after. And it's just Green Goblins out the wazoo. The Nightcrawler deck, where you put Nightcrawler in there and then you can follow it up with some ongoings and move them specifically. I don't know, pretty insane stuff. IMO. I guess we really need to put some power there and then take some cards from our opponent, I guess. Yo, Kawa, good to see you in chat. Going to bed early, that's what I love to hear. Get that university studying in, Kawa. Live like nobody else today so you can live like nobody else tomorrow. Proud of you, proud of you. Man, you're my favorite roommate too, Kawa. Favorite roommate that I had in New York City, and that's hard to say because Loot Muncher was there and Spessy were there, and they were fantastic roommates as well. But Kawa and I hung out a little bit on that first day, got a little bit of that roommate bonding going, you know? What's my plan again? Is there a way that I win this game? Like, was I even trying to win? You know, chat? Was winning a thing that we even thought was possible against Mugshade? Nobody to move. I seriously didn't play a single 3 or 4. I'm not gonna lie, I saw the Magneto come down and I was like, oh yeah, pull some cards off of the vault. That would be fine. Nope. Nope. Alright, so Dino and Collector are probably our big powerhouses for this deck, and we probably need to try looking for those win cons more in this, like, just goofy generated deck that we threw together. I mean, we probably have a good chance to fill up Mojo World, right? We've got enough small things to throw around, I feel. Dark Dimension's showing up. I don't think that's necessarily good for our opponent, but we've only seen 6 of Mugshade's cards. Okay, now we see a Storm come in. So they're running Storm and Kingpin and Magneto. Interesting. So is there like some Doctor Doom shenanigans? How do you get into Storm later, I wonder? Yeah, wait a second. Where'd this come from? Oh, Coulson. Coulson. Of course it's Coulson. I don't know if flooding's a trap or not. I feel like it is. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like flooding's a trap. And we put all this card generation in this deck too, and we didn't put a single Quinjet in the deck. There's definitely some changes to be made to this deck. But I don't know, I feel pretty good about this, right? Again, Mugshade probably has a Doctor Doom or something else to kind of push more power into Flooded if necessary. It's got 4 cards we haven't seen yet. She-Hulk's one of them. So there's a good chance She-Hulk now costs 1. No ongoing cards from our opponent. Alright, so we probably get Mojo World. We haven't seen... Okay, yeah, we haven't seen anything too scary as far as, you know, Brood or something would have gone for Mojo World. Polaris? Ooh, that was a nice touch to be able to pull a card off of Mojo World and hope that the Sunspot She-Hulk could take it. Okay, I see, I see. I'm kind of digging what Mugshade has going on here between Kingpin, Polaris, Magneto. Those are really fun. And then Storm. So like, and Juggernaut goes with Kingpin as well. So there's a lot of this interesting, like, create weird situations for your opponent in which locations they're allowed to play, like locking them down, you know? Because if you see the Kingpin come down, especially now that, you know, we can expect Arrow is one of the cards we haven't seen yet. I really expect Arrow's a card we have not seen yet, but is in this deck. Right, so Kingpin probably limits what you can do on turn 6. Daredevil, like, gives them abilities to see turn 5. Storm makes it where, you know, if you roll that out on curve, turn 5 and 6, you cannot play there. I'm kind of digging it. It's kind of like this whole limit location space deck. Pretty good Storm. Pretty good Storm. Can't lie about that. Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? Do you think they're playing the Jug mid again? No. No Jug mid. Instead, wanted to block the draw. Interesting. I put Sarah in this deck too to try to, like, get some energy savings, but I don't know. I do not know. Honestly, I think I just need power. I think we just need to go for power here. I mean, the Daredevil is a little scary, right? We have priorities, so if our opponent was running Shang-Chi, then that's definitely gone, and Chantress would definitely take it out. But it doesn't feel like that's the kind of stuff our opponent does. You know? If anything, I'm almost expecting a pass here so that they can discount their She-Hulk. Wow. See, chat? Alright, so She-Hulk looking to come down. Wow, we do not have a lot of space, chat, do we? With Flooded down, we do not have a lot of space to do stuff. All right, cool, cool. All right, we got one more normal game, and then after this, we go into high stakes. Wait, I do have Quinjet in this deck. Holy smokes, we just never found it this whole time. Okay, cool. I thought I was just a fool and never put it in, to be honest. To be honest.
Hey, are you guys friends?
Hmm.
Maybe.
This is not preferred. Frankensteins! Frankensteins, appreciate that follow, friend. Getting us one step closer to our mysterious 1,250 follower goal. What's going to happen when we hit 1,250 followers?
It's a mystery.
So maybe we'll find out. Agent Coulson. It's got to be Agent Coulson for sure. Gotta be. Ooh, pulling the Polaris. Taking Collector off of Lemuria. Okay. Alright. I mean, even if it's Juggernaut, we're not sad, right? Like, even if it's Juggernaut, this means that we're not sad. I really like this card. I think this is the best card generator. Coulson just feels so good. Okay, they do know exactly what to put down on left now to win, though. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. I almost snapped, but we're not going to boomer snap. We're not going to boomer snap. Boomer snaps are rarely the right move. It's only really okay if, like, you don't have the combo, but it looks like you have the combo, and you're on ladder and you're trying to scare them away to guarantee a win. Alright, the Magneto that we pulled from Cable being the winning card there. Alright, now we're in high stakes mode. We need to win 3 more times. Bare minimum. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we've got 4 games in us, so that feels pretty good. Quantum Tunnel. Oh, Beezus FM. You've never heard the Boomer Snap before. Yeah. Yeah, the Boomer Snap when you snap on 6. Yo, Loot Muncher. Good to see you in chat, bud. We're just, you know, playing a little Marvel Snap. I saw you, had posted a code. Drew Barry. Looks like Drew Barry was just now your opponent on battle mode. You guys, if you like doing battle modes at random points at the day, go follow Loot Muncher's Twitter. He will just post a battle code and first come, first serve, eat it up. I've been able to grab a couple of them. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun for sure. All right, I'm looking at this, and I think Boat Time's hitting us up with Alice AI voice.
Well, thank you, Boat Time. It's always a pleasure to
hang out on your boat during your streams. I slept in a little bit today during your Game Pass Gamba, and it seemed like an interesting game. It was like a side scroller, like 8-bit pixel thing going on. And when I was able to swing in, there was like this fat landlord, like tax collector guy, and he was coming through the town, beating on all the people, saying baby rent, and like stole a brass amulet off of somebody. Seemed interesting. Balloon Brain, good to see you in chat. How long gonna be on till tonight? We are in our last leg of the stream. Typically our schedule ends at 10 o'clock. So we're already past stream schedule. We've got probably
30 minutes left, I'd say, Balloon Brain. But good to see you in. Welcome in. I do not know if Zentimazu, I want to put that Z so much earlier than it is. ZT, I don't know if you're still in, but I want to play this Squirrel Girl in your honor because you've dropped some of the best squirrel emotes around. But we're going to do it next. No, we'll do it this turn. No, we'll do it next turn. We're going to do this turn. We're going to let Grand Central proc, and then we're playing Squirrel Girl just for ZT next turn. Oh yeah, it turned out to be a cool game. Legend of Tiending. Tiendinging. You weren't expecting much, but you had a lot of fun. I love to hear it. Okay, so it was a beat 'em up with a cool style. Awesome. Yeah, I didn't see any, like, it was like story mode. I was just a little bit of time to lurk during lunch. But it did look really good. I mean, honestly, Game Pass Gamba, when you play Game Pass Gamba, it kind of like, oh, we can't play Squirrel Girl and have it go off. I'm sorry. Well, we're still going to play it anyway. In honor. Actually, wait a second. What the hell am I doing here? We got to just do points. It's got to just be points. I'm still playing the Squirrel Girl. I said I would. But yeah, a lot of times I'm like, ooh, I want to play that game, but I do not have the time to play every single game you show off in Game Pass Gamba. Nice. If you drop the reduced 6 cost, does it still count for missions? It depends on how the mission is worded. If the mission says play 6 cost cards, yes. If the mission says play cards that cost 6, no. And that's kind of true with a lot of the language, but in the English version of Marvel Snap, they kind of make that distinction in the wording. I've heard, now remember guys, I don't speak other languages, so I'm just spreading false information on the internet more often than not. But I've heard in some of the other translated versions of Marvel Snap, that distinction doesn't exist in that language, and they're having a really hard time like picking on that, because even in English where the distinction's there, it's hard to immediately know. Like, you have to have a lot of experience with it. Do we do this now? I mean, they can probably just beat us in Plunder Castle. They actually have 6 drops. That's how you feel after playing them. There's so many that you want to keep playing, but you don't know. You just know you couldn't have the time. Yeah, don't know when you'd have the time. I mean, streaming, honestly, like, Boat, I know you do Game Pass Gamba, right? I run my, like, Super Nintendo NES variety block. And it's nice to have those, you know, specific times in via streams that's like, I normally don't have time to play this game, but I have dedicated time in my hobby to stream, and I can use that to play a game. But yeah, it's kind of hard to find the time to follow up and finish a game, you know? Really finish a game. I'll give this a try. Into a Gamba follow-up where you pick one game from the Gamba and follow up with, for one more stream. Yeah, that would be cool. That'd be cool. Like the best of last week's Gamba and trying to see a little bit more of it. That could be really cool. I don't know. I guess like it's also kind of weird with Game Pass Gamba because some of them just like have stories, right? So like wanting to see the whole story is just going to eat up a lot of time. But I do like that idea, like the best of Gamba, 100%. And then maybe like once a month, you could go back and visit the very best of the month for a final third stream. And maybe that's how you, if it's just a sick, dope RPG that you are in love and you really want to see it, maybe that's how you could pull in that. And then at the end of the year, you come back, best Gamba game of the year, but you don't remember it. You just have no clue because it was in January, so maybe don't go that far. But yeah, I kind of like the each month plan. I just do that, right? Like, I was thinking about putting it in this location here, but I felt like this may be better. And I think maybe they did similar. What did they play? Oh, yeah, because this was generated by White Queen. So that's 100% killing some of my cards, too. And then we still win it. There we go. There we go. Oh, you have been keeping a list? Nice. You are planning on doing a Gamba of the year? Oh, my goodness. Vote. Vote, I dig it so much. Yo, Mugshade, thank you so much. That was a fun battle. GG's. I like that deck. What was, when Mugshade comes back in, we'll have to redo the GG Capagen, but I want to know what the last card was. And I guess I shouldn't have closed out of it because now my opponent's deck is just con. Mugshade, GG's, bud. GG's. That was a lot of fun. Did you, what? There was one card you never showed us. There was one card you never played. Do you recall which card that was, Mugshade? Alright, Pixel Mysterio. Old Man Hawkeye? Old Man variants? I kind of like that. Not for 12, but I like it. Yep, I don't think we ever saw Arrow. That was probably it. Cool. Thanks, Mugshade. Yeah, this looks so good. I really like this, but I don't like it this much. Now that Taco Tuesdays are a thing, I think I'm spending gold on tokens more than variants. Shauna is still in our token shop pinned. Still got Shauna pinned in the token shop. Yeah, it's a tough sell for 1,200. Also, just Hawkeye in general, right? Not necessarily the strongest of the strongest. Play a little Lockjaw. Yo, anybody else in chat? Anybody else want to play a... Whoops, this is ladder. Anybody want to do a battle in chat? Oh, we accidentally queued into ladder. We'll just leave. Enjoy the free cube, JB. An amazing Kang variant, though? Aren't there only 2 Kang variants? I'm still holding out. I want to get those first edition badges. So I'll wait on Kang for a bit. Alright, boat times. Here we go. 25-74-0. 25-74-0. Go up against the boat. Uh-oh. Fusscos got in front of you, boat. We'll play another one. Yeah, somebody else grabbed it. Yep, somebody else grabbed it, boat. Sorry about that. I know they're in chat though. They were hanging out. I'll send you one personally for the next one, okay, boat? Trying to play 6 cost for a mission and TVA pops up on you. Hey, boat might not be a speed boat, but he's an amazing boat. Captain of the best boat. Shame upon your houseboat and your family. No, I wouldn't go that far. Maybe just shame on like your front lawn, you know? Is this right? I'm gonna pass. Right, this way we can play Jubilee naked on Lockjaw and not potentially pull the hammer, because we do not want to pull a hammer. God, I love this song. You ever just find like a song randomly and it just grips you and you're like, I have to listen to that song. It has to get into every one of my playlists. Like, this is this song. I heard it one time and instantly was like, nope, I'm listening this from here on out. I have to listen to this song. What am I trying to do? I'm gonna try this. A warm egg fart. Good to see you in chat. You think I should buy Cerebro in the shop? Does it spark joy? Does it spark joy in your heart, warm egg fart? That's the ultimate question. If it sparks joy, go ahead and pick it up. Now, my thoughts on Cerebro is that it's a very interesting card. It's a lot of fun, but it might not actually be like the most competitive card there is, you know? It's got some interesting archetypes, right? You can play Bro 2, which is pretty good with Luke Cage and Hazmat. Bro 3 is kind of nice because you get location changes, and Bro is very susceptible to locations. Locations that buff your power, that change your power, very, very susceptible to that. And then you can play around with Bro 4, you can play around with Bro 5, you can play around with those kind of things, right? But I really think that Bro is more of a fun card. In order to get Bro into a tier setting late game, right? If you're low in your collection level, like, Bro's going to be competitive because, you know, you're facing other people with similar collection styles, we're hoping. But when you get up there to the higher end of the levels and you are kind of near the end game of Marvel Snap, let's say, then you really kind of are looking for like Bast and Valkyrie to make Bro 3 super competitive. And then your other Bro archetypes, like your 4, 5, 6, 7, they always have a different win condition. So like Bro 6 for the longest time was actually a discard deck where the plan was to discard Cerebro and then bring Cerebro back with a bunch of other discarded cards. So those are kind of my thoughts on Cerebro at large, but I don't want to say you should or shouldn't buy and use your tokens, right? Because tokens are extremely valuable. So you should only spend them if it sparks joy within you. Hey, Beezus. Thank you for the good luck. Appreciate you being here, and you have a wonderful, wonderful night and a fantastic sleep. All right, bud? Get that sleep. I was about to ask when did this deck start being bad, but I mean, it's just Thanos is a hard deck to play against. Like a really hard deck to play against. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome, Warm Egg Fart. You're welcome. Happy to be here to have the discussion. I know it might feel a little bit like a cop-out answer, right? Like, oh, only if it strikes joy in your heart. Like I push the responsibility onto you for the decision making, but I mean, I ultimately do want to push the responsibility onto you because there's so many things to consider with token purchases, right? So I never want to say you should or you shouldn't, but I'm always happy to like talk about my thoughts on a card. You know, for a long time, Warm Egg Fart, I was playing, of course I'd hit Infinite, but I would play Cerebro Zero. And that's got like a 1 in 50 win rate. But when you win by playing no cards in your deck have a positive power value when they're in your hand, when you win with that deck, that is dope ass fun, right? It's a lot of fun. Only possible with Cerebro Zero. I would not say that's a reason to buy Cerebro. Save him for Death or She-Hulk? Ooh, nice Slash. You're thinking about that like mana cheat, right? She-Hulk does some mana cheat. Death does some mana cheat. I gotta say, both of them pretty good cards. Pretty good cards. She-Hulk is extremely flexible. She fits in many different deck archetypes. And Death is just good. If you've got a destroy deck, you put Death in it. If there are certain locations that are hot, Death is perfectly good. If MODOK shows up and discards your entire fucking hand from X-Mansion, holy balls! I am tilted. You need Wong for Cerebro Zero and Mystique? No. You need Mystique, but Wong would mess you up. Wong's got 2 power. So it would be, you definitely want Mystique. You want Zola. Yeah. You got that. MODOK discarded my hand. You got that. I mean, we were about to put 9 power on Sunspot, but that's not really a thing. But yeah, you need Zola, basically. So, like, there's a couple of lines in my Bro Zero deck, but the only line that really wins is you get Cerebro down, you get Mystique down, you get Iron Man down, all 0 power cards, and then you get Zola down. And you either Zola, like, your Iron Man or your Mystique or your Cerebro, right? So you're either getting 3 Cerebros between the Zola copying either Mystique or Bro, and then of course having the Bro or Mystique, or you get 2 Iron Men, right? But that is kind of the only winning line, or the best winning line for Bro Zero. Everything else just kind of go in there. Wong doubles the power of Mystique? I don't think so, bud. Wong doubles on reveals. So an on reveal happens twice. So like you can typically go Wong Mystique and then you have 2 Wongs. Right? But yeah, for Bro Zero, you're really just looking for your main core is Zola, Iron Man, Cerebro, and Mystique. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Being able to use Deadpool there on Vormir. We're in Psylocke, trying to ramp into Leech. They trying to leech us, chat? We got a leecher on our hands. Pretty sure we're getting leeched right here. Which I don't care. Oh, no leech. Interesting. Oh, wow. Alright, snap. What card do we put there? Yeah. Yep. Hey, no problem, Boat. Sorry it didn't quite work out. Someone got you there, but thank you for the lurk. Always a pleasure to see you in chat. And to have your eyes on me, even if I'm not quite, even if I don't see you chat, I know that you've got those lurking eyes. And I appreciate that, Boat. I am really surprised I was not leeched. Like, really surprised I did not get leeched. Alright, we're still not leeched. I might have misplayed this. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. This is a lot of power. Oh my goodness, the Shang-Chi comes through? Uh-oh. I still think we're okay. No way! What do you mean reconnecting account? Chat, did I just get banned for doing the Infinite Magneto glitch? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. If you weren't around at the beginning of the stream, we reacted to DeraJN's video that he posted yesterday where he says he was banned. Spoiler alert, he wasn't actually banned. He was just kicked out of the game instance and then went on for it. So that was a little callback to our reaction video. I say that. Do I still have internet? Okay, cool. So we're still here. We're still here. Scared me a little bit. I don't know what quite happened there with the reconnect. It is funny that Kang breaks the game, right? That the infinite loop even exists. Now, I cannot stress enough, do not take that to ladder. If you got Kang, don't take it to ladder, okay? Dera did it for us. He showed us what it looked like. There's some more content creators that have shown us what the infinite loop looks like, but just don't take it to ladder, right? One, it's bad. It's a bad deck. You're going to lose. If you're trying to climb the ladder, Kang will not climb for you. And second, it's a little rude. It's a little rude. Ooh, Mugshade, you want to go up again second time? Yeah, Mugshade, you and I will go up against each other. But that'll be my last battle of the night. And then we'll find somebody to raid. Guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. This is part of our normal scheduled stream. You can see here on Thursday, it is Marvel Snap, 7:30 to 10. As you can see, sometimes we go a little bit longer. And I did start at about 7:35 today. So, those kind of things do happen. Also, while I am doing a little bit of promotion, talking about the channel, we can also take a moment to check out these beautiful cat pictures and dog pictures And we don't have any lizards yet. And no birds. I don't think there's any fish yet either. But these are the community Discord pets. That's right. You too could have your pet right here live on twitch.tv. All you got to do is join the Discord, post your pet photo, and I will upload it and host it right here live on twitch.tv. In case anybody thought that I'm a crazy cat person. I am, but I don't own all these cats. These are y'all's cats. Yeah, that's fine, Mugshade. I am down for that. 100% A-OK. And I may or may not lie to you. You know? Trying to figure out what I want to do here. I think it's this, isn't it? Oh my god, no it's not. They played so many stones. Got the lockjaw. Got the lockjaw. Oh, smokes. I still have to win the game though, right? I think it's this. I think that's a guaranteed win. Oof. Yeah, my idea was to play Arrow and then to play Arrow again. But GG's Fusscos. I thought, yeah, pulling it right back, right, Captain Wicked? That was kind of my thought. I'll put this back where it belongs for you now. GG's Fusscos. That was a lot of fun, bud. GG's. Thank you. Thank you for the games. All right, Mugshade, are you ready? Yeah, that lockjaw pull on that last lane. I go back a little bit on the VOD. When we pulled it off, Fusscos, I saw all those cards come down. I was like, oh my god, it's a lot of cards. What are we gonna do? And then it pulled that, it flipped, and it lockjaw, and I just giggled. Oh, Mugshade, you about ready, bud? I gotta figure out what deck I want to bring. Which deck? Alright, I'll try a little Valkyrie control. Alright, Mugshade, your battle code number is 24022. That's right, 24022. Mugshade 24022. And we'll run through this. Have ourselves a little battle against Mugshade. See if Mugshade can bring back the redemption arc. Ooh, Warrior Falls. You know, honestly, not my favorite location I've ever seen today. Gonna be honest. I love the animation of this card, right? Because it's also dual. So you saw it there, right? And then you do it again. Okay, is it really going to do the same? Okay, there's the other animation. So you get two different types of animations with this card, and it's so good for the lore. So good, so good. Oh, hey, Luke's Bar! I guess we win Luke's Bar. I mean, depends on what Mugshade's bringing, right? Dr. Doom would beat us at Luke's Bar, for instance, but getting lucky in Luke's Bar? Well, that also feels kind of good, right? Wow, and Morag? We snuck ourselves into Luke's Bar and Morag. I'm sorry, Mugshade, but the locations have ruined you, unfortunately. Yeah. Mugshade lost to the locations there. We recognized that and immediately went ahead and snapped. Right now, you could say, oh, but maybe stay in. Maybe Mugshade would get overinvested. No, 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 no. Well, we don't want to give the chance of something happening where the tables turn. We want to just go ahead and kindly push our opponent out the door. Also, if you think about it, Mugshade now knows 3 of our cards. We don't know a single Mugshade card. Don't know what deck we are actually playing against here. Maybe it's the same deck as before, maybe it's not. Central Park, more squirrels. There we go. We love to see the squirrels. After this turn, put a card here from each player's hand. Curious. Alright, so I played the yellow jacket first because I do not want it to come down with Sakar. That's not a bad one, getting Spider-Man into Sakar. Oh my goodness, the Zola going into Sakar. Mugshade can't feel great about that, but I mean, it was on the Ironheart and not the Squirrel, and they are technically winning right now. So there is that. I'm not quite sure where we go from here. So trying to figure out what our opponent might be thinking about here. I feel like they don't want to fight for right because of Mojo, but maybe they do. The magic comes down. That's very interesting. Okay. I got a really bad idea, chat. I got a really bad idea. Oh, that's the reason why that's a really bad idea. Okay, wait, let's not do that. It was a bad idea for a different reason. 6 is not enough there. All right, so I'm still gonna do the bad idea. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's not great. This Valkyrie control deck makes it really easy to win a single lane, but I have a hard time finding the win for the other lane, right? You have to be able to win 2 lanes, but like you're almost always guaranteed to win at least 1 lane with this deck. Or at least I feel like you are. Big house. Okay, interesting. Interesting. It's a very early snap from our opponent. Mugshade's feeling confident somewhere. Oh, they have Zabu on curve. Okay, well that's something to feel confident about. Oh, but they discarded Wong. That's something to feel bad about. Yep. I know, Mugshade. It was rough. Got rid of your Wong. Alright, you couldn't let me draw with my Adam Warlock? I don't have a Sunspot on board. Or even a Sunspot in this deck. So, I don't think we pass. You know? Passing would be silly. There's no way I pass here, Mugshade. Nope, just kidding, I passed. Interesting. We got the Daredevil now, though. We got the Daredevil, so we can figure out what Mugshade has. Alright, so they reveal what they have. We see what it is, you know? And then we snap. And now Mugshade retreats, even though we don't have anything to do, but Mugshade retreats because we've seen his card and we've snapped and we've said, my Daredevil says I win the game. You know? My Daredevil says I win the game. That's what that snap says. Mugshade wasn't going to give up that easily, though. This is an 8-cuber Mugshade. 8 cubes. I don't know if it's... I don't know if you want to stay in it. Right? I've got 3 cards in hand. You've got 3 cards in hand. You've got 3 spaces to play. I have 7 empty locations. I can put all my cards on right. You don't know. I have so many different locations I can play at. I mean, it's 8 cubes, Mug. 8. Oh my goodness. That's enough. That's enough. Ah! I was kind of hoping maybe they'd end up triggering the Mojo. Alright. Those were some big gains for Mug. Huge gains for Mug. Huge gains. So yeah, there's nothing else that we do here besides lose, I think. Unfortunately. If we win, it's not 9 games in a row. It would be like 3 games, and then we'd have to win 3 more. 6 games in a row, I think, is what we're looking for here. 6 whole games in a row. Death's Domain? Very interesting. We have priority. That feels pretty good. I mean, normally you don't want priority with a Valkyrie control deck, but sometimes it can be beneficial, like when you take your opponent's Wong away from them. You know, that sometimes priority is good for that. We still haven't seen 3 cards from our opponent. Oh, I can't snap because I don't have any I just don't have the power to snap. We don't have enough cubes. We cannot snap. Not allowed to up the ante if you don't have cash to play at the table. Wow, Mr. Negative showing up. Interesting. So they cannot Zola on Nowhere. They could Zola on Walk. All right, I'm just trying to think of ways to get into Death's Domain. The other way to get into Death's Domain is probably with Dr. Doom, which might fit in this deck with the Wong inclusion. White Tiger has a possibility. I'm kind of feeling like there's not a Doom in here, though, because Doom would be kind of bad for Mr. Negative. I mean, I guess it does become a 5/6 instead of a 6/5, but I'd say there's no Doom. I'd say that Jubilee is the other possible way. Oh, Magic would make sure that you could get into Deaths as well. That's a good point. All right, so now it's a 7-turn game. And I still don't have a Sunspot, guys. So passing is not going to give me any power. I don't know. We might see something else come out. You know, Mugshade he doesn't have to see this out. But Mugshade probably wants to see it out because it doesn't cost. If Mugshade leaves right now, that cost him 1 cube. If he stays in for the entire game, that's also just going to cost him 1 cube. Maybe Dazzler needs magic. I've been trying to make Dazzler good, specifically in like a Thanos deck. And I'm wondering if it needs magic. Having that extra turn to make sure that I could fill up. That might be a move. And the card that we'd probably need to take out of that deck, the one that I'm trying to make Dazzler work in, is Super Scroll. But I love Super Scroll. Like, I really, really enjoy Super Scroll. He's either a dead card or he's the bee's knees and just absolutely pops off. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, the Ironheart hits Project Pegasus. Very good game, Mugshade. Very nice. I thought I had that 8-cuber. I obviously did not. Oh, cat, your claws. But yeah, very good games, guys. Enjoyed hanging out with everyone. This was an absolute blast tonight. Yeah, Mugshade, GG's indeed. Appreciate the games, bud. Great revenge arc. I really thought I had that 8-cuber. I really did. It was a little iffy, but I don't know. I thought I had it. That's all there is to it. I thought I had it, and I definitely did not. But chat, it is that time of the stream again, the time where we part ways and we find somebody to raid, right? So let me see here. All right, we'll find somebody. I don't know quite who yet, but we will find somebody. Chat, you know how it be.
I've said it once, I'll say it again, I'll say it 1,000,000 times. Marvel Snap, It's a shit ton of fun, but it's more fun when I get to play it with you, chat. Live here on twitch.tv. Keep an eye out on the credits because this is as much my show as it is your show, chat. I said that backwards. It is much your show as it is mine, chat. Wave me, Joe. Hi, cat. So chat, keep an eye out because whether you were chatting, you were lurking, you were watching, or as every single one of you are, just being damn awesome, absolutely awesome, your name's going to show up right there on the end credits. Guys, we're going to find somebody to raid, and I will see you Sunday for some more. Oh, Mugshake wants a VIP. All right, time out. We got to do a VIP roll real quick for Mugshade. I'm down for it. All right. We gotta get the 12 up. This is not your roll. This is not your roll. You can't even see it anyway. Not your roll. Not your roll. All right. Now I'm gonna move it a little bit here, right there. All right. Mugshade, are you ready? You're looking for an 8. Can you get an 8 for VIP? That's like half of an 8. You know, if a 3 looked into the mirror, like if a 3 kissed a mirror, then that would probably be an 8, right? But that was just a 3. Thanks for playing though, Mugshake. Thanks. Good night, chat. See you next. Oh, Walt Ernest. Oh my goodness. All right, Walt Ernest looking for an 8 as well. Let's see here, Walt. Can you get an 8? Ooh, one off, Walt. Very close, very close. But that was a 9. So, guys, appreciate it. Keep up the chance. We're going to find somebody to raid, and I will see you Sunday for some more Snap. Good night.